Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 4. We're going to do a stronghold and we're going to finish off that part of our chapter 3 season journey. So we have a couple of options. We could go across to Malnok, that's level 25. We could do Nostravia, which is level, 27. It puts it up 2 levels higher than you are. So they're both 27. If we were to look up at Skosglen, of course we've done Turdura. Hope's Light at... Oh, actually, I thought this was supposed to be a higher level. Okay. If we were to do Hope's Light, it's not going to count towards any of these, but it will still get it ticked off. And that one's not too far afterwards. Okay, I think that's a reasonable plan. Let's teleport across to Marwyn, and we'll go from there. I would like to do some of the ones in Hawazar and Kyrgyzstan, but they're just a little bit too high level for us at the moment. So we'll have to gain a bit and then come back for them. Weak Iron Barb Elixir. I've put our Elixir of Death Evasion on our main wheel just in case. Always useful to have a plan in case you get surprised or caught unaware. As long as you remember to actually use it, that's the thing. So I'm hoping that if we ever get in that situation, I do remember that it's there to be used. So this episode is all about trying to progress the season journey. One stronghold and then into the Malignant Tunnels. Will be pretty good for our journey. We'll burn some deckhands on the way through, just for a bit of a warm-up. See what I did there? And actually, there's an event up here. I want to be getting obols as we do stuff, so it's also going to be kind of vital for us to keep on these. Caravan under siege. I am not going to be able to save you guys. I will try, of course, but... Nightmare deckhand doing nightmare deckhand things. Yeah, people are going to die nastily. Hi, I'm here. Just keep the attention off them, please. It's not even mostly about killing the things that are directly attacking. It's about doing enough damage to draw their attention. Yeah, let's heal up a bit. Doing my best to keep you alive. I think we're probably okay now. Like, some of these mobs are pretty beefy, but keep away worked well enough. Are you going to give me anything extra, or are you just saying thanks? Anything? Anything? No. Okay, well, what did we get? Extra dodge cost? Oh, but a current one's got mana cost removal. Reduction, I should say. That's nice, but it's two-handed. Ooh, this has a rank of Flame Shield on it. So what's the benefit of boosting Flame Shield? Is it extra damage? It doesn't reduce the cooldown. Oh, it increases the duration slightly as well. So I guess there is a slight benefit to it. Not completely against it as an idea. The mana cost reduction, though, it may only be like 2.5%, but you do notice it. You definitely notice it. Okay. All of them are gone. Now, we've been up here before, but it was way too high level, so we should be better suited for actually going in and dealing with this time. Not a good sign when there's a massive load. We could have been on the other side of that.
But why is its beacon unlit?
Because it's overrun by drowned. Oh, I thought that was going to grab more of them. Oh well. It's not bad, it's just different. No, I'm just going to be over here while you are fighting. Oh, does the bell actually summon more of them? I hadn't even thought about that. I guess there's an incentive not to destroy it then, but only very slight incentive. Let's keep moving up and around. Looks like we've got something big around this corner. There's a lot of firewalls I put in this area. I'm not sure if I really noticed the additional damage coming out because of them, but thematically, I felt the extra heat, you know? Healing up for each of these guys that's near us, so it doesn't matter always being stunned as long as there's enough of them burning to keep us alive. That would go back where we came from, but we're more interested in pushing up onto the decks at this point. And dealing with the inevitable ambushes. Get some proper burning damage on the first mate.
I'm not ready yet.
Ooh, that was painful. There. Not good. Let's liberate ourselves from that slightly. And try and keep
I'm not ready yet.
out of the fire as much as possible. Very dangerous.
I need time to prepare that.
The Hellbinders are kind of nasty. Kind of nasty, because you don't want to stop moving and get caught by stuff, yet you can't kill them unless you stop moving, really. Still, made it through that bit just about okay. Ow! Very painful. Okay, you can go down. I would like to save that protection shrine until we move up onto the next deck, I think. No, that's not how that works.
I'm not ready yet.
I will happily blap at them from over here. I do not need to fight fair in this game. Need to make sure that I'm not dying unnecessarily. Oh, he must have summoned one of those ice things behind us and off the edge, and I just didn't see it. Well, I feel less like he was being a cheeky. Yeah, just like that. Okay, there he goes. We wanted to find the winch. That's going to allow us back up onto the boat. I just want to have a little look over here in case... yeah, there is like a little side bit here. So where does this actually go? Is this somewhere interesting and worthwhile, or is it? Yes, Sea Scourge. Okay, that feels a bit easier to manage on this side. Sea Scourge the Dogged, Vampiric. And Flamey, of course. Almost got ya. That was fun for an unexpected fight. I do like exploring little bits like this and seeing what you can find. Alright. Protection Shrine. Up we go. There's the winch. We do have invulnerability for the moment. No, we don't. No, we don't, and it's very bad. Oh my god, that is very bad. Let's get away from all that. Right, Deadeye is almost gone. I mean, the big fights are definitely manageable, but I do feel like we should probably lean a bit more into defense. Damage reduction is what's going to keep us fighting. And maybe crowd control reduction. Having teleport on the bar would make a big difference. But then we'd have to lose something. I don't know if I'd be happy losing something because we use everything on there.
I'm not ready yet.
This is going alright so far.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Okay, a bit more absorbing. She is covering quite a large area of the ground with those pools. I do not like it. Like, we've got to be aware and on the move.
I'm not ready yet.
Still, it's all right.
I'm not ready yet.
We're almost at the point where we could just face tank her to the end. This is so different to our werebear, though. Having to pay attention to the boss's movements and patterns, rather than just taking everything on the chin and being, oh yeah, that's how we do it. This is gonna push us to level 26. Significant step forwards. Okay, that point is going to go into Crippling Flames. Chance to immobilize mobs. And that gave us another objective on Chapter 3. So next up is going to be Malignant Tunnels. That's really the direction we need to be going for. So what we can do is head down and do the Plague of Hatred. I'd actually quite like to get that waypoint done, so let's teleport to the Onyx Watchtower. I think it's a slightly easier route. And we'll go across from there. Extra lucky hit chance. I do like the idea of extra lucky hit chance. Let's wear that. Oh, this has got extra movement speed on it. That's not bad. We would lose the extra firewall. I think the rest of this stuff is all going to go under the hammer. We've already had a look at most of it. Which of you is the blacksmith? There you are.
My skill is unmatched. You'll see.
While we're in the dry steppes, we may as well have a chat over here.
I pray for kith and kin, dark spirits. If you travel by that road,
Bring mementos back to the lady. Okay, we can do that. If we happen to find any.
Do that here.
Yeah, the different hearts that we've seen so far for the sorcerer, they're not super interesting. They do seem to be leaning into like Taurash's Disco Inferno, where you're supposed to be cycling between many of the elements, and that's great. But that's not what we want to be doing with this character. We want to be all about the fiery goodness. And I suppose that's also partly what they're doing with the seasonal aspects that you can get as well. Like having one for fire, one for cold, and I assume there's going to be one for lightning a bit later on. Almost there. Do another little event off at the side, but I think we'll just focus on the tunnels. So, in at Durandi. And back out to the tunnels. In fact, what I'll do is we'll select it directly
Not while I'm in town.
so we can keep a tab of what it says. Defeat Malignant at the Ravening Pit. Nice and vague. around those guys. Don't mind me coming through past the salts. Might actually need to do something to get past there rather than just riding. Spider hide. I can't imagine what that would be like. I know they shed their skin, so you might be able to like get a bit of an idea, but it's not going to be the same when it's like a specific layer that's been chosen to be discarded. Okay, let's keep moving. Hello. I'll grab you. Let's come down, clear the mobs out from outside. Felt pretty effective. Not gonna lie, felt pretty good. I should probably look into increasing my critical hit chance. What's it currently sit as? 9.2. It's not bad, but could definitely be better. The reason I say that is because of the lucky hit chance for critical strikes to reset defensive skill cooldowns. Okay, channeling shrine. Possibly could have saved it for something a bit more worthwhile, but got a couple of uses of our Inferno out of it, so I'm seeing that immobilizing happen from our pyromancy skills. It's not super common, but it is happening. I think there is one of the guys just round this corner. Right, so he's vicious, multi-shot, and suppressor. Okay, so he literally just attacks in a row when he's doing that. You know what? No, thank you. Oh, get away from me. It's the combination of all of them, that's the problem. Like, he is not a problem in himself. But having all the other things next to him and the constant stun, that's where it all goes wrong. There we go. So one down. I do not like these slices. I don't like them being invisible. It's not good for my health. We'll check the hearts when we get out of here. Actually, I'll have a quick look at this one. Reach a unique element you deal damage with, you deal extra damage for 4 seconds. Yes, so that's really leaning into Tal Rash's Disco Inferno. This is pretty good for just plain damage. We lose the lucky hit execute, but I'm not seeing it. Let's switch. Let's switch for now. We can always come back to lucky hit execute later. But now damage is more important than the occasional removal of a mob. Ha! Immobilized him. I do love to see it. No, thank you, Miss Gorger. I'm just going to step away. Leave your troubled smashing to what you've got on. He is definitely draining. I'm glad that my main firebolt attack isn't reliant on mana. There we go. Focus fired him down a lot faster this time.
Time to prepare that.
So it's still not the Berserker though, he was just a regular Malignant. So what does he do? When you're afflicted with crowd control effect, there's a 23% chance same enemy and enemies around you are also afflicted. Which is not bad if you're getting stunned. I mean, that's actually got potential to be useful. Does death count as a crowd control effect? That's my question. Right, this one's vicious. Try and keep all the damage on him. Okay. We'll grab this. And we are done here. Critical strikes electrically charge the enemy for 1 and a bit seconds, causing lightning to arc between them. Oh. I could get behind that. Let's see if this place is open. Or if it's going to say we need an invoker and then we'll have to go back and... Oh, there's the Malignant Corruption. Oh god, it's already started. You are not to be using fire, mate. That is my job. Okay. We need to finish up with this guy. Mr. Snow Beastie.
I need time to prepare that.
Take all of your stuff. What I want is something that allows me to have more than one. Pull him together. More than one Hydra out. I would very much like more than one Hydra. Okay, grab this. Grab all of these. Can we actually still go deeper? Or do we then need to do something? It did count as completing a malignant tunnel. So apparently it's done, but whether it's done or not, we'll find out in a second. Extra damage to close enemies, extra damage with mastery skills, extra core skill damage. This looks like it's a plain win. Extra incinerate rank. Yep, I'll take that over the lucky hit. We're not stunning enemies, so that's not as useful. Let's just have a look around here. Is this all sealed up? Yeah, the door is sealed. Okay, not a problem. Let's leave the dungeon. And we're going to need to head to Corman's workbench. Okay, how far away is this workbench? It's over there. It's going to be faster for us to come from Ked Bardu. I wonder what the earliest you could do this in the season journey is. Like, could you just be running the malignant tunnels at level 5 and still be effective? I don't think you probably could, because the dry steppes is a relatively high level area. It's not hugely high, but okay, brutal invoker. I suppose I can salvage these up. I do like the idea of the resistance, but I'm not going to use it for a while. Yeah. Let's take them out. Keep it simple for the moment. And now, into the next tunnels. Luckily, they're not far away. Now, having made this this invoker, we know we're going to be getting into a big fight. So this has got the potential to be a bit sketchy. But I think we're survivable enough. We don't need to worry too much about it. Let's Just head down. Okay, we need to find a brutal outgrowth. And kill everything in here. Pretty good progress so far. I think I'll use our Inferno on the next big group. Ooh, that was a good overpower. Lots of damage going out there. Oh, I thought we'd killed him. I thought he was falling over and he wasn't. I mean, he did kind of fall over on us, but only after smacking us. Ooh, hello. Let's have a look at that. Deal extra damage to vulnerable enemies while you have a barrier. Nah. I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse. Like, I'm not going to be spectacularly happy about it, but I'm also not going to be sad about it, because we can salvage it up, worst case. So it is what it is. I would have liked to have seen something that I've not seen yet this season. Okay, teleporter, devious. There goes all of my resources. And I've said it before, luckily we are pretty solid in our resource generation and usage, and we're still effective without our main pyromancy skills because of our firebolt. What's this heart do? Resource draining effects, of course. Burning everything around us. Ooh, nice chest. Potentially a better wand. Lethal shrine. Could save that for the next big fight we find.
I'm not ready.
Or we can actually just use it. All the damage over time. There's level 27. And of course we've got another point to put in as well. Just make the area safe before we think about doing that. Okay, this point. We could keep moving into Crippling Flame, or burn effects deal 2% increased damage per unique source of burning. Or fire critical strike damage is increased against enemies above 50% life, and fire critical strike chance is increased by 5% against enemies below 50% life. Let's try this and see how it feels. I like the idea of the burning damage going up, but I don't think we're applying enough. That's one source. That's two sources. That's three sources. And this is... I guess it kind of is, but it's not burn over time. Let's try it. I don't think there's going to be any easy way of us telling if it's active, which is a bit of a shame, but we just have to trust it's there. I think really we've only got two sources, because it's about the damage over time more than anything. Technically Incinerate is a source of burning, but it's only while we're channeling it. Ow! Not fun. It does feel like we're doing more damage though, so I don't know. Really hard to say. Oh, nope. Malignant War Chief. Okay, barrier's been dispelled. Let's do this one first, rather than try and do them both at the same time. Does that count as an additional source of fire if I put on my flame shield? I guess it probably does. Okay. Another of the dungeons has been done, which means our Chapter 3 journey is complete. We can claim these rewards now. Legendary salvage as well as jewelry. We'll definitely do that. And in theory, it moves us on to... Ooh, change the world tier. That's going to be easy too. It moves us on to Chapter 4. Got to get up to level 50. That's going to take us a little bit of time. But there's definitely things that we could start doing on there. In terms of our actual season progression, we can't do anything now until rank 23, so that's going to be a little bit of time. We need to do the brutal outgrowth near us. So let's go find that. Okay, brutal outgrowth, wrathful outgrowth. We do not have a wrathful invoker. We do have a bunch of stuff here. He's a Firebrand.
I'm not ready yet.
That was not as hard as some of the other bits. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of stuff in our inventory. Let's head back to town. We'll get it all salvaged up. But I think that's probably going to be a good point to finish off this episode. We've completed the Chapter 3 objectives. We're starting on the Chapter 4 ones. And we've made it up to level 27. So I do feel like we're doing pretty well overall. Let's just have a very quick look to see if there's anything in here that we'd like. That +1 to conjuration skills would give us a better Hydra, but we would lose fire damage over time. Yeah, I think probably none of the new bits are really going to be worth it. Okay, well, let's clear some space in our inventory, and I'll drop the rest of the stuff off in the stash. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Diablo 4. See you soon.